My name is Benjamin Lorimer, and I'm a lawyer and partner at Baker Newby, working out of the Abbotsford office. My entrance into law school was, I suppose, somewhat interesting. I was actually painting a house, and the owner of the house happened to be a lawyer. And I ended up having discussions with this lawyer about the nature of law, and he told me basically the school was the hardest part and that being a lawyer was the easiest thing ever. And while that might not have actually been true, that was actually kind of the first step that set me on the path to becoming a lawyer. And I remember telling him at that point I think I was 29, and I said, well, I'll be 34 or 35 by the time I finish law school. And he told me, you're going to be 35 whether you go to law school or not. And I mean, all credit to him, that's probably one of the truest things anyone had ever said to me. Probably the most engaging and rewarding aspect of the work for me is that there's a constant opportunity for growth and learning. I mean, law is an immense field of knowledge beyond what one person can ever learn, and as expansive as it is, the reality is that it keeps expanding as well. The law is always evolving and changing. So I've always enjoyed learning in my life, and it's given me an opportunity to work, to be challenged, and to continue to learn. I think my love of learning is deeply tied to my love of reading. I have a fairly significant book collection, and for the most part it's literature, so novels and things like that, but I'm kind of an indiscriminate and voracious reader. If I pick something up and start reading, I'll continue reading it. Reading is an inevitable part of being a lawyer. And again, you have to dip into that vast pool of knowledge that's out there. There's a ton of engaging and interesting material, and certainly you can get lost in that. And it's one of the things I truly enjoyed about being in law school is, of course, they tell you you're going to read a lot. And if you like reading, it's quite interesting. Being a lawyer, you carry your work with you. You're dealing with, facts, and you've immersed yourself in these facts. And sometimes they start running rampant in your mind when you're, trying to relax, or you're trying to actually step away from the stresses of working. I like getting out in the, I wouldn't say into the wild, but I do like getting out. I enjoy bird watching. I enjoy walking. I enjoy swimming. And mostly I just like to live a low-key lifestyle. And that's part of what I like about living in, the upper part of the Fraser Valley is life is not so hectic that you can't, you're a few steps away from being out of the hustle and bustle of everything.